Although we criticize the V8 Vantage coupe for being less of a driver's car than, say, a Porsche 911, it seems harsh to say the same thing this time around. This is a convertible, after all, and a less frenetic dynamic makeup of the Aston Martin actually suits the role of a drop-top rather well. Removing the roof from the coupe has reduced the chassis torsional rigidity by 18%, but while you can feel it wobble ever so slightly over the worst road surfaces, the coupe's core driving characteristics are still there. This is a fundamentally well-balanced sports car, albeit not the sharpest drive in the class. Unsurprisingly, then, the Roadster is a car that is better at controlling body movements than absorbing lumps and potholes, but it is comfortable enough for long-distance journeys. The beefy qualities of the coupe's controls are still present and correct. The clutch is heavy and the gearshift hefty, with a long, occasionally obstructive throw. The steering is weighty and, at 3.1 turns lock-to-lock, relatively slow. But don't mistake the steering's heftful feel. It's linearly responsive, but there's less fluidity to it than there is in the coupe. The Roadster's handling stance backs up the beef that its controls suggest it will have. This is not an agile, pointy sports car. Instead of it being lively and adjustable in corners, the Roadster feels solid and stable. It takes quite a turn of the wheel before it settles into a turn, but once on line it holds on staunchly and resolutely before gently and controllably nudging into understeer. In the dry, it takes serious provocation to unsettle the V8 Roadster from here. In the wet its line can more easily be adjusted on the throttle and it oversteers controllably, but the stiffer springs stop it from gripping so tenaciously in the first place.